So, the gist I have for you today is about Tuface and Idibia. Yes, if you know those people, you know that they've been in a relationship for the longest. And then all of a sudden, I heard that Tuface is about to divorce Annie. And I wonder why. The relationship started when Annie was 15 years old and Tuface Idibia was 24 years old. That was 1999. Only for me to hear that Tuface actually announced to divorce Annie on 26th of January 2025. What went wrong? I might not really know the whole story, right? I might not really know all that has happened in the relationship. One thing I know for sure is behind those 25 years of a relationship is a woman who has vowed to stand by a man through thick and thin in this relationship, as she has already said it in one of her social media handles. There.
25 years of friendship and some breakup makeup. 13 years of marriage. TWG. C. My fine man. LYTID. Love you till I die.
And also, a man, despite all his escapades outside with other women, this is a man who has vowed to keep his promise to be with only one woman. That is the love of his life, which is Annie, and he still stood by it and married her. But then, is it easy? A lot of people had criticized this relationship, this marriage, especially Annie still accepting to marry Tuface Idibia. True love cannot be broken, even by the hardest of rocks. But then a lot of people want also ask, what went wrong in a 25 years relationship? What won't go wrong? Of course, a lot will go on, especially when you know that your husband is still in contact with his baby mamas out there. It's not easy. It's not an easy pill to swallow. But then I know a lot of people like, who sent her? Who sent her? Didn't she know that he had a baby mama when she accepted to marry him? But then, one will ask, what made him finally take the decision of wanting to divorce her? And then I also read it in one of the social media handles that he openly came out, was asking Annie, what does she go to do in rehab? I don't know how true that is. So my point is, if they knew that they weren't going to end what they started, especially for Annie, why then did she agree to go into the marriage? Or is it just because she has spent 25 years of her life, which is usually what most couples tell themselves these days? They force themselves into a relationship where they know that they're not fitting. But just because they felt they've invested so much time in that relationship, they feel it's okay. They feel it's a must to be in that relationship. And then when things start happening, they can't take it no more. But the lessons I've learned from this love story of Annie and Tuface Idibia is the fact that you do not start what you cannot finish. Yes. Annie shouldn't have started that relationship. She shouldn't have agreed to marry Tuface if she knew she was not ready emotionally, physically to stand his baby mamas and her husband's children outside. That's the truth. And then secondly, success in a relationship is not determined by how far the relationship has gone, but how well. Many people have fallen into this category of, I've given my all to this man, I've been in a relationship with this man for the longest of time. Why would he just suddenly want to come out and tell me he's no longer interested? And they want to do everything possible just to make sure they keep that relationship. A relationship you don't even know how it will end. A relationship you don't even know if it is God that is telling you, that is showing you red flags that don't go into it for your own peace of mind. Don't go into it for your own mental health sake. And you force yourself to want to go into that relationship just because you had spent years building that relationship. Then why are you then praying to God? Why are you then praying to God when you don't believe that God can actually answer your prayer in ways sometimes you don't want it to be? I hope many people will get to learn from this story here and know that if your relationship is not going well, if you have the heart to let go, please let go peacefully for your peace of mind, for your health's sake, for your mental health's sake. Don't tell yourself because you've stayed in this relationship for years and then it must be, the relationship must be. No. So if you find this video interesting and you want to get more videos, please hit the subscribe button and click the like button as well. And if you think there's something off in this story I've put here now and you have an opinion or you have a thought to it, please drop it at the comment section of this video. Thank you. Well, that's the media that said Tuface announced to want to divorce his wife 26th of January 2025. It is that same media that is still carrying the gist that Tuface and Idibia were just playing with our intelligence. Tuface and Idibia got settled by Regina and her husband Ned Nwoko. What could be the real story? Nobody knows.